Hi, you guys. Happy Friday Eve. It is Thursday, but I'm calling it Friday Eve. It sounds better to say Friday Eve. I hope you guys are having a great week. Looking forward to Friday. I'm drinking on some tea. So, I've been researching grants, looking for different grants to share with my clients, potential clients, with my audience, as a means of funding for their business, for their Black women-owned business. And I came across this grant and I'm just like, I can't stop looking at it. I'm literally on my computer right now and I'm like, I need to share this with my audience, with other Black women-owned businesses, with women-owned businesses in general, because this is for other business owners. So if you guys are looking to apply for a grant, I think this would definitely be one for you to apply for. So I'm going to be waiting on some more people to join. And even if you can't join, that's okay. I understand. Just hit replay for me if you're going to be watching this on a replay, just so that I know that you checked out this video, as well as let me know what you think. But in case you do not follow me or you have never seen me before, my name is Trina Howard, and I am a huge supporter of Black women-owned businesses. And I founded a directory specifically for Black women-owned businesses to advertise their business, as well as to get tools, resources to help them with their business to be successful, and also to build a community for Black women-owned businesses to collaborate with each other, to network, to build meaningful business relationships, as well as friendships. Friendships can very well blossom out of those relationships as well, and to help Black women-owned businesses to expand their reach, to showcase their talents and their expertise. So I am a huge supporter of Black women-owned businesses. And again, I did founded a directory called Get Around Town Directory for Black women-owned businesses. But yeah, that is me. And y'all, when I tell y'all about this grant, like if you got all your stuff together, you can go and apply for this grant, like literally like right now. But let me just tell you a few things, because I have them up on my computer right now. And let me get to that section just so you can see like what is required. So eligibility requirements for this grant. Again, this is a women's owned business grant. So if you're a woman business owner, this grant will be for you. And I definitely want my Black women business owners to apply for this grant, because this grant is, in my opinion, I believe this grant is absolutely amazing. I have not seen any other grants like this. Now, granted, I'm not the grant guru. However, I haven't come across a grant that is set up this way. So I think you guys will like it. I believe that you will like it. Okay, so as I was mentioning earlier, this is a grant for women, and the eligibility requirements for the grant is businesses should be at least 50% women-owned for consideration. The business must be based in either the U.S. or Canada, and the applicant must be a minimum of 18 years old. So those are the only eligibility requirements for this grant. So again, your business should be at least 50% women-owned for consideration, and the business must be based in either the U.S. or Canada, and the applicant must be a minimum of 18 years old. So, and actually, I just want to go back real quick. If you follow me, you likely may have seen the post that I made stating that I recorded a video about a grant that I wanted to post and share on my social media platforms. And in the process of me preparing to edit the video, because I was going to send it to, I couldn't get it uploaded. So I had too much memory in my phone. So I had to move things off my phone onto my computer. And basically, I don't know what I did, if I hit something, but something happened and my file completely went away. So it had me for a little bit. I was a little bit discouraged. I was a little upset. I think I had all kind of emotions going. But as we all know, it's being a business owner, we got to keep it pushing. So I said that I was going to record the video again and record it, but I started thinking, I was like, no, you need to just go ahead and do the video live. One, so I can get more comfortable in doing live videos, and also I want to be able to talk directly with you guys. So that's why I decided to do this live. So here I am. Actually, we were supposed to do it yesterday, but my schedule just didn't happen. So here I am. So again, we are talking about a grant for women-owned businesses. And as I mentioned earlier, I definitely would love for my Black women business owner community to apply for this grant. The other thing, and you guys like grab a notebook or pen or your phone or your laptop, because I would really love for you to just follow along with me so you can see for yourself what this grant has to offer to your business. So I went over what the requirements are, and I just want to tell you a little bit about the grant. And this grant, or I want to say the grants, the total of number of grants that they have to offer is over 10. There's over 10 grants that you can apply for with one application submission. So all you need to do is submit one application, and you heard me correctly, submit one application, and depending upon your business, you could very well qualify to be entered for multiple grants just based off of that one grant submission. So before we go over the grants, I just want to tell you guys a little bit about the grant, which it was founded in 1998, and it was founded by a company, or I want to say group, which is called WomensNet, because I was saying it incorrectly previously. I kept saying woman, but it is WomensNet. Founded the grant in 1998. And it was named after a young woman who passed away at the age of 19 before realizing her business dreams. So this is how this particular grant evolved. The company, again, WomensNet, they are continuing to carry on the tradition. They proudly give away at least $30,000 every month. So when I mentioned that they literally have like multiple grants, each month, there's more than one grant each month and throughout the year, literally it is. And they also give away a marketing grant, the business category grants, as well as two $25,000 year-end grants. So with all those grants combined, they're giving away quite a bit. So we're going to go ahead and look at the list of grants that they have to offer. The name of the grant is ambergrantsforwomen.com, and I am going to pin Amber Grants for women.com. Oops. .com. Okay. Now can I? Okay. Pin comment. Okay. So it's Amber Grants. Okay, ambergrantsforwomen.com. So if you want, you can follow along with me so that you can actually see the information about this grant yourself, in addition to applying for this grant. So from the home page, or if you click on about what's the Amber Grant, there's a link that will take you to view full list of grants. Okay, so the first grant, which is the Amber Grant, that grant is offered each month. So this particular grant is monthly. So again, as I mentioned earlier, they have various grants. Some are monthly, some are annually, and then they have quarterly. So there's always some form type of grant that is being given away to women-owned businesses. So the first grant again is the monthly Amber Grant. This is awarded to a $10,000 winner. So kind of threw me off because they actually narrow it down to 5 finalists. And of the 5 finalists, one of the finalists will win the $10,000 for that month. And then the other 4 finalists will win $1,000. So even if you make it to be a finalist and you do not win the $10,000, you still walk away with the $1,000 grant that you can put towards your business. So I just thought that was amazing, that you're not just, in it for the opportunity to win the $10,000 grant, that if you make it to be one of the 5 finalists, that you will very well win $1,000. So again, that is the monthly Amber Grant. And in addition to that, there is the, so if you win the $10,000 grant, then that qualifies you for one of 2 year-end $25,000 grants. So not only would you have won $10,000, now you have the opportunity to win $25,000. So you have a chance altogether to win $35,000 just from these 2 grants alone. So that's the monthly Amber Grant, and then the year-end $25,000 grant. The next grant, and this is them explaining the $25,000 year-end grant. So what I had just mentioned previously, they award 2 separate $25,000 women-owned businesses grants at the end of the year. So the first $25,000 grant goes to one of their previous $10,000 monthly Amber Grant winners. And then the other $25,000 grant goes to one of their previous $10,000 monthly business category grant winners. Okay, so you have the category of the monthly Amber Grant winners, and then you have the category of the business category grant winners. So one from each of those groups will be entered to win $25,000. Well, one from each group will have the opportunity. I still feel like I'm not saying that correctly. One person from each group that has had the opportunity to win $10,000 within that month, within that year, the previous calendar year, they will have the opportunity to win the $25,000 grant. Okay, so I got through that. So let me take a sip of tea so we can move on to the rest of these amazing grants. The next grant is the Startup Grant. The Startup Grant is for your business startup. So whether you are in the idea phase of your business, they have an additional grant opportunity for you. So the WomensNet Startup Grant is defined as a business in the idea phase or one that has only had minimal sales less than $10,000. So if your business, or not business but startup idea, falls within that category, then you have the opportunity to win $10,000 within the startup grant. Now, this startup grant, there's a winner every quarter. So there's 4 quarters within the year. So you have January, February, and March, which is quarter 1. Then you have April, May, and June, which is quarter 2. Then you have July, August, September is quarter 3. Then you have October, November, and December, which is quarter 4. So the startup grant awards a $10,000 grant to one winner every quarter. So we've reviewed the startup grant, the $25,000 year-end grant, and then there's the initial $10,000 Amber grant. So we're going to keep moving along. So the next grant is, and let me mention again that you only need to submit one application, and if your business falls within these categories within the required allotted time, then you have the opportunity to be participating in those additional grants. So the next grant is the nonprofit grant. So if you're a nonprofit business, this grant would be for you. And this grant is offering $10,000 to a nonprofit business. I was going to say benefit. Nonprofit business each quarter. So again, this is another quarterly grant, the same as the startup grant. So we have the startup grant in addition to the nonprofit grant, which are both quarterly grants. And if you're just joining, the quarters, as I mentioned earlier, that there are 4 quarters in the year. So you have January, February, and March, quarter 1, April, May, and June, quarter 2, July, August, September, quarter 3, and October, November, and December is quarter 4. So information about the nonprofit grant is sorry, my computer just switched up on me. Okay. So the nonprofit grant, so every quarter, a nonprofit business or organization is awarded $10,000. Around 75% of the workforce for nonprofit businesses are women. If you're driven to use your nonprofit to provide a good or service to benefit your community, this one's for you. So that is your nonprofit grant. That's your nonprofit grant. Again, that is $10,000 awarded to a winner each quarter. So within a calendar year, there are 4 winners for the startup grant because that's quarterly. And there's 4 winners for the nonprofit grant, which is also quarterly. So again, y'all, as I was just reading through this, I was like, wow, they are really giving away a lot of grants. They are really, helping businesses to do what they need to do, which is to succeed, to hire people, to expand, to grow, to reach more of their community. So this is just the beginning, y'all. So I went over the Amber Grant, the $25,000 2-year annual grant, so the end of year grant, the startup grant, and then the nonprofit grant. Okay, so next we're going to go to, and I'm going to come back to those. I'm going to go ahead and get this one out the way. There's a marketing grant. So there's 1 winner per year for the marketing grant. So once a year, they give away hands-on marketing help to a selected women-owned business. So it includes strategic sessions with members of their advisory board and other friends of WomensNet, and professional agency support in developing and executing a marketing plan. So they offer a marketing grant. So if you're in need of a marketing grant, and I'm just curious to know, because I'm thinking that if you're a small business, and in this case, a small women-owned business, that you will need marketing, because we all need to market our business. And as I have put in a post, that I had shared this week, that marketing is the foundation. It's like a home. It's the foundation of your business. So we have to have marketing within our business. So there's a marketing grant. So that's the 5th grant that I have gone over. Again, one application is all that you need to qualify for the grants that your business is eligible for. So if your business is eligible for the grant categories that are provided within that allotted time, then you're good to go. So you will be entered into the review process for possibly being awarded one of the grants. Okay, now we're getting ready to get into the real good stuff, which I feel like we've already been in the real good stuff. So I do have the link pinned, and the link to the grant website that I am discussing with you guys is ambergrantsforwomen.com. Again, it's ambergrantsforwomen.com, and I do have the link pinned. So again, please grab your phone, your laptop, your iPad, whatever it is, to go and pull this up so that you too can get familiar with the Amber Grant. So now let's go back to, and once we go over these grants, then we'll touch on the application process, which I think you will be pleased with as well. Okay, so for the next category of grants that they have is the business category grants. And again, the grants that I am going over are specifically for women. These are for women entrepreneurs. So if you are a woman business owner, please look into the Amber Grant so that you can become familiar with all of the grants that they have to offer, and to also apply for the grant. Now, I do want to add that I am not a grant writer. I am not a grant expert. But I do love to analyze and look up information, review information. And if I come across something that I know that is going to be a benefit for my community, for my audience, for Black women-owned businesses, then I am definitely going to share it, because I want you guys to benefit from it. So, this next category is called the business category grants. And I had mentioned that earlier when I was going over in the beginning the different grants that this group currently offers to women-owned businesses. So for the business category grants, they offer or award $10,000 grants to a winner per month. So each month, January through December, each month they're awarding, based on the business category for that month, a winner $10,000. So every woman entrepreneur who fills out her application is eligible for the $10,000 Amber Grant for the month in which the application is submitted. So if you submit your application this month, which we're in the month of August, then that is the month that you will be entered into the Amber Grant for the month of August, because that grant is a monthly grant. So we're in the month of August. You submit your application this month, which is August, then that is the month that you would be eligible for the Amber Grant to possibly become a $10,000 winner. So they do have additional $10,000 business category grant winner every month too. So again, you have the Amber Grant, that's every single month, January through December. Then you also have the business category grant, which also runs January through December for specific categories for each month. So each month has their own business category. So if your business falls within that category and that month has not come up yet in which your business qualifies for, then your one application, again, I'm back to that one application, will enter you into the business category that best suits your business. So, and so they go over, so they list out everything. So again, if you're just joining, I am going over the Amber Grants for Women, and the website again for that is ambergrantsforwomen.com. I was getting ready to shorten it, y'all. Again, it's Amber Grants for Women, and I am currently on the section of business category grants. So y'all, please get on this website and review these grants, and just look at all the different categories, which we are getting ready to go over. Again, I'm drinking on some mint tea. Okay, so let's see. Let me make sure I did not miss anything. Okay, so on their website they have, so applicants who fall under these specific business categories automatically become eligible once per year. So if you fall under one of these categories, you will be eligible once per year for the monthly $10,000 business category grant based on the calendar below. So again, on their website, ambergrantsforwomen.com, they have all of their business category grants listed out. Let's see, your same application remains active for the category grant until the month of your category. So again, your same application remains active for the category grant until the month of your category. So if you have an application in, your application will stay active until the month of your category comes up. So that's how that part works. Then again, on one of the 12 categories winners, let me read that up because I feel like I just messed that up. One of the 12 category winners are selected for a $25,000 year-end grant. So again, if you should happen to be one of the $10,000 business grant winners, you will then be eligible to win the year-end grant of $25,000. That's one category. And if you happen to be one of the Amber grant winners, which is $10,000 per month, you too will also be entered into the $25,000 pot bucket for your opportunity to win the other $25,000 year-end grant. So let's get started in reviewing the monthly grants. And I am going to go ahead and start with the month of August because that is the month that we're going. I'm going to start with the month of August because that is the month that we are in. So for the month of August, the business category is hair care and skin care. So if you are a woman business owner, a small business owner, a woman who has a small business, and your business is in the hair care and skin care industry, then this month is for you, for the business category, for you to have the opportunity to be awarded to win $10,000. So again, one application will qualify you for the additional grants as long as it's within their allotted time frame, whether it's monthly, quarterly, or the year end. But again, if you're in one of these category grants, then you will be eligible for the year-end grant. The Amber grant is one category for the $25,000 year-end, and then you have the business categories, which consist of 12 categories, that is also eligible for one of the other $25,000 year-end grant. So again, we're in the month of August. The month of August business category is hair care and skin care. If you have a hair care and skincare business and you are seeking a grant that you can apply for, I strongly encourage you that you apply for the month of August business grant, the hair care and skincare grant, for your opportunity to win, be awarded $10,000. Again, guys, I am on the ambergrantsforwomen.com website, and it is also pinned in the comments. Okay, so moving on. So that's the month of August, hair care and skincare. So for next month, for September, we have the education and childcare. So if you have an education and childcare business, then you will be eligible for the September business grant category to be awarded or win the $10,000 grant. So again, the month of September, which is next month, is for education and childcare. So education and childcare, women business owners, September is your month. So be sure to go to apply for the ambergrantsforwomen.com. And you do not have to wait for the month to come in order for you to apply for that grant. Again, as I mentioned earlier, and as they also have listed on their website, your one application submission is good once per year. And where is it? Become eligible once per year for the monthly $10,000 business category grant based on the calendar below. So if you submit your application this month, which is the month of August, the business category is for hair care and skincare. If your business does not fall in that category, then you won't be eligible for that particular grant for that month. But if you are an education and childcare business or one of the other businesses that we will be touching on for the coming months, then you will be eligible when that business category comes up. So September is education and childcare. For the month of October, the business category is creative arts. So if your business falls within the creative arts business category, then you will be eligible for the $10,000 creative arts grant. So month of October is creative arts. If you are a creative arts business, woman business owner, this grant is for you. Creative arts, month of October. The next grant is for November. Business category is technology. So this will be for women-owned businesses that are within the technology industry, technology business. November is your month for your opportunity to win, be awarded $10,000 grant. So again, one application will make you eligible for the business category grants as long as your business falls within the business category for that month. And finally, for December, then we're going to start back with the, January, because I started with August because we're in that month currently. So for December, the business category is fashion and interior designers. So if you are a fashion and interior designer December is your month for you to be eligible for the $10,000 grant for the month of December. So if you are a fashion designer, interior designer, you're a woman-owned business owner, then this category is for you for the month of December for fashion and interior designers. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is so cool that they have these categories split up the way that they do, to ensure that each category has their opportunity for a grant that is specific to their industry and for their business to put back into their business, to hire, expand, additional resources for educational training purposes. You know, the list can go on. So we just completed August through December. So now I'm going to touch on January. And the business category grant for the month of January is skilled trades. And if you're just joining, I am going over this amazing grant program that I had come across while doing some research, looking for various grants to share with my audience, with Black women business owners. And I came across this grant, which is called the Amber Grant, which is founded by a group called WomensNet. And the website is ambergrantsforwomen.com. Again, that's ambergrantsforwomen.com. I also have the link to the website pinned in the comments. And so again, please grab your phone, your notebooks, your iPad, your laptop, and join me, or you're watching this on replay. Be sure to please hit replay to let me know that you watched the video. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this amazing grant? Because I am just, I'm excited about it, because I know that there are some Black women-owned businesses that falls into each and every single category that is up here. So I do not see any reason why anyone would not apply for this particular grant program, because I mean they're really doing their thing from what I'm seeing in regards to, you know, providing funding, tools, and resources. So I highly recommend that you get on their website. Check out their website, look at all the different information. They have free resources and tools as well. And again, they have many grants that are provided with only one application. Okay, so we're going to get back into reviewing the business categories. And for the month of January, we have the skilled trades business category. So if you are a woman business owner, a Black woman business owner, and you have a business that falls within the skilled trades category, I want you to apply for this grant, which will be in the month of January. So come the month of January, you will be eligible for your business category. You will have the opportunity to win a $10,000 grant for your skilled trades business. So be sure to go and apply. Any of the categories that I have just went over and those that I will be going over, if this is you and this speaks to your specific business industry, please be sure to apply for the grant for your opportunity to win the $10,000 grant for that month. So next we have the month of February. And for the month of February, this grant is for health and fitness businesses. So if you own a health and fitness business, February is the month for your industry and for you to be entered for your opportunity to win a $10,000 grant. So for February, we have health and fitness. So again, be sure that you apply for within the month or before the month of February or within the month of February, because again, the month that you submit your application is the month that your application will be submitted for. So health and fitness is for the month of February for your opportunity to win a $10,000 grant. Next, we have the month of March. March is for business category of food and beverage. So if you are in the month of March and or we're in the month of March, and you own a food and beverage business, the month of March will be for you. So if you are a owner for this particular business industry, business category, be sure for the month of March that you go and apply for your $10,000 or submit your application for your chance to win a $10,000 grant. So I'm sure we all can use $10,000 within our business. And I always like to say, which I say this to myself, make a plan, be prepared that should you be awarded a grant and or a loan, whether it's a grant or a loan, be prepared for it and have a plan. Whether you plan on hiring someone, whether you plan on expanding, opening more locations, plan on starting a training program, whatever the case may be, just be sure that you plan for what you're going to do with the money. Also, they're going to ask you that information on your application anyway. So you want to have that information in mind. And while I'm on that, because earlier I had mentioned that I am not a grant expert, that is not my area of expertise. But what I am good at is analyzing analytical skills, reading over information, and sharing the information that with people, with an audience that I believe and know that it will benefit. But with that being said, I do follow two Black women-owned businesses. One of which is Ellie Talks Money, who's on Instagram. So it would be at Ellie Talks Money. She offers a grant writing course or grant writing classes. Also, there's another lovely lady that I also follow on Instagram, and the name of her social media Instagram channel handle is at Women in Power Inc. And I have it, well, actually I have it up on my screen because I want to make sure that I'm giving you their correct handles, which I am most certain that I am. But if you are just joining, I am going over this amazing grant program for Black women-owned businesses, for women-owned businesses. It is not specific to Black women-owned businesses. However, that is my community that I advocate for, that I support and back 100%. So the reason I am stressing Black women-owned businesses is because I want us to take action and go out and to apply for these grants, because that is an area that we are underserved in, is funding for our businesses and getting our business started, helping to keep our businesses running. And we just need as much help and assistance and support that we can get. So again, I am wanting our Black women business owner community to please look into the Amber Grants for Women, which is at ambergrantsforwomen.com, to see what grants that you will qualify for within the business category grants. But I want you to just submit your application, because that one application qualifies you for the grant. So you do not have to submit multiple grants. And yes, the other lady that I was just referring to, because I wanted to double check to make sure I had her Instagram page correctly. It is Women in Power Inc. And check them out, follow them, and see if you connect with one of the two, whether it's Ellie Talks Money, at Ellie Talks Money, or at Women in Power Inc. And see if they will be a good fit for you. Because as I mentioned earlier, I am not a grant writer, but if you should need assistance, guidance, support. And I believe they offer grant writing classes. So check them out, because I believe that they would be excellent resources for you when it comes to you applying for the grant. Because I will be going over the application for the grant. So once we wrap up the business categories, then we will go over the application, and then I will be done. So I was just super excited. So I just had to come on to share this with you guys. Okay, so the last one that I touched on for the business category grants was for the month of March, which is food and beverage. So remember, month of March is for the food and beverage, and you have the opportunity to win a $10,000 grant for the month of March. So now we're moving on to the month of April, and the month of April is for sustainability businesses. So if you have a business that is within the sustainability category, this grant will be for you for the month of April, for your opportunity to be awarded a $10,000 grant. Now, when I was looking at these grants, I was like, oh, okay, sustainability. And I was like, let me go look up to see what sustainability is exactly. And what I found is that the definition that I came across was for, now let me see, do I still have it up? But if I'm not mistaken, it's related to being able to operate without any type of issues or harm caused to the environment. But go look up the definition of sustainability for yourself, just so that you understand and have an idea of exactly what sustainability is, because that is a business category for that. And I'm not going to, it's along those lines. So yeah, go check that out. So we're going to get back to the business categories, and the next business category is for the month of May. And for the month of May, it is mental and emotional support. I know, guys, this is a lot of information, but they have all of these categories, and I could not just half step over any of these, because again, I know that there are some Black women-owned businesses that falls within every single last one of these categories. So I just want to be sure that we are taking advantage of this opportunity to apply for this grant. That is a excellent resource for funding for our business. So for the month of May, it's mental and emotional support. So if you are a woman business owner with a mental and emotional support business, the month of May is for you, for this business category, for your opportunity to be awarded a $10,000 grant. And again, you only need to submit one application within that year. And if your business falls within that business category, then you will be eligible to be entered in for that particular grant, as long as your business falls within that category. So the next one we have is June. June is for the business category, business support services. So if you are a Black woman business owner, a woman business owner who has a business that falls within the business support services, please be sure to make sure that you have your application submitted, so that you will be eligible for the month of June, which is the business support services. Next, we have July, and July is for business category animal services, and they actually had announced the winner for the July business category grant, which was $10,000. So in addition to, and this just made me remember this, that in addition to the $10,000 monthly grant, so they have five finalists. I'm thinking faster than I can get it out, but they have 5 finalists. So for the month of July, when I read the update, the announcement on who the winner was for the month of July, they mentioned that there are 5 finalists. And of those 5 finalists, one of those finalists was the $10,000 grant winner for animal services. And then the other 4 finalists won $1,000 grants. So don't think that just because you don't win the $10,000, if you make it to be a finalist, you could, or you get entered into that category to win $10,000. You could very well be selected as a finalist, not win the $10,000, but you will walk away with $1,000 that you can put towards your business. So again, that can go towards hiring someone, business tools, business resources, educational products such as books, webinars, coaching. The list goes on. So you can do a lot with $1,000. So yes, of course, we would love to win the $10,000, but don't discount the opportunity to become a finalist and to be able to win $1,000, because that can definitely help out your business. And that is it, because I actually started with the month of August because that's the month that we're in. But since we're back there, I'm just going to say August is for hair care and skincare. So if you have a business for the month of August, be sure to submit your application this month so that you have the opportunity to be entered into the business category for the month of August for you to win that grant. So those are all of the categories for the business categories, I should say, for the grants, for the Amber Grant. So real quickly, again, we went over the monthly Amber Grant, which is a $10,000 grant awarded each month. Then there is the $25,000 annual Amber Grant, which is awarded to 2 winners per year. One of the $25,000 grants goes to one of the winners within the $10,000 Amber Grant, monthly Amber Grant. And then the other $25,000 grant goes to one of the business category grant winners. So that is the year-end grant. Then we went over the startup grant. That is a $10,000 grant that is awarded every quarter. So there's 4 quarters in a year. So there will be 4 winners for the startup grant. Then there is the nonprofit grant, which is also a quarterly grant. So 4 winners for that year per quarter for $10,000 for nonprofit. And the business category grant. Then there is the marketing grant, which is awarded once per year. So there's 1 winner that will have the opportunity for the marketing grant. So now we're going to go over the application real quick. We're going to touch on a few of the frequently asked questions. I'm glad I got that right because I was saying something totally different on my recording, y'all. So the application is, when I tell you this application is brief, but I also do not want you to rush through when responding to the questions. So it's a quick application, but you want to be thoughtful about the information that you're going to put within your application. And again, as I mentioned, if you feel as though that you would like to have a grant writer, or you know someone that's offering some grant courses, I suggested and recommended at Ellie Talks Money, who is on Instagram. She is a grant expert. And also the other one is at WomensNet, Power Inc. And the owner of that company, her name is Trina. And I do not have her profile up anymore, but her first name is Trina, the same as mine. Hey, girl. But they are two resources that I recommend for you to start out, to check them out. Check out their content, follow them, and see if you connect with them, and possibly enroll into one of their courses, their classes, webinar, to help you with your grant writing information. So back to the application on their website. So again, I have been sharing with you information from their website. And for the application, what they are giving you in regards to the application is the following. Speak from the heart. Applying for the Amber Grant is easy. Don't try to sound corporate. Past grant winners are women who have simply shared their heart. Our judges are looking for passion as well as business smarts. So that's why I have mentioned, like, they want you to be passionate, but don't skimp on answering these questions, because they are looking at what your responses will be when it comes to the grant. So you just want to be really thoughtful, think about your business and what opportunities that this will open up for you should you be a winner. So just think about those things when you are filling out your application. So the next section that they have is what matters is you. No business dream is too big or too small. Our past Amber Grant recipients have included everything from scientific inventors to bakers. What matters is you, the woman or women behind the business. So just speak from the heart, as they said. Speak from the heart. Tell them why you will be a good fit for the business, what you will do with the money. Just really put some thought behind your responses. So on the application, when they mentioned earlier that it is really easy, this is a easy, simple, but yet needs to be thoughtful application. So they ask for your full name. They ask for your email address, and they do ask that you double check it for accuracy. So when they need to contact you, they will be able to do so. The business name is optional. Again, you can be in the idea phase and you don't have a name for your business as of yet. So that is completely optional. So do not stress yourself about whether or not you have a business name. As long as you have the idea, that's all that you need. And you can apply for the Amber Grants for Women. The other section is a web or Facebook page. Optional. So you do not have to have a website or a Facebook social media page. They're on Facebook, and Facebook is their go-to social media handle channel. So that's why they have that on their application and not any of the other social media channels. So don't worry, don't let that discourage you. That is not a requirement. It is optional. I do encourage you to have a website at some point, or a landing page, a website or a landing page, just so when you have clients, customers, they have somewhere that they can go to shop, to review, to check out your website, to check out what products and services that you offer, to get to know you. They may look at your about me, like, who is this person? Start following you, just to get familiar with you. So again, consider having a website and or a landing page. They both work, similar. There are differences, but have one or the other versus nothing. But again, for the sake of this application, it is not a requirement. It is optional to have a website or a social media page. Then that's it. And then there's the other two questions, the main questions, the important questions that they ask you, which they are going to be reviewing this to determine if you will be selected as the winner or finalist for the grant that you are eligible for. So the questions on the grant is tell us about your business or business idea. So again, if you're in the startup phase, which you will be eligible for the startup grant, excuse me, they want you to be able to tell them about your business or your business idea. So what that looks like is what motivates you, what's the story behind your business, and what are the opportunities and challenges. So those are the questions that I had mentioned to you to really think about your responses. Don't give a 1-sentence, 2-sentence type of response. Really put some thought into the questions and what your responses is going to be, because again, you're submitting to win to be awarded a $10,000 grant. So they want to know that you're serious about this grant and how you're going to, face any opportunities and or challenges, because we will have challenges within our business. We will also have opportunities. So you need to be able to address both. The next section for a response is tell us what you would do with the money if awarded a grant. Now remember, I had mentioned earlier that you need to have a plan. Think this out, write it out so that you know exactly what it is that you're going to do with the money, because no one is just going to hand over $10,000 and just say, okay, have at it, good luck, or have fun with it. Have a plan, because the last thing that you want to do is get the money, say you're going to do one thing with it, and then you turn around and do something totally against your agreement or against the rules. And I'm sure some other things may follow that. So just be thoughtful about what your responses are. So I keep saying that because it is very important. So just be mindful of that. So the explanation that they give for that question is, please be specific about your plans if you won the $10,000 and the $25,000 year-end grant. Note, you may want to copy your answers to another document for safekeeping. And if I'm not mistaken, it was Ellie Talks Money. She had mentioned in one of her videos, and it was like a tips that she was sharing. And she had mentioned how you should take your responses that you are inputting into your grant applications and have them saved within a document file for reference. So as you're completing these different grants or loan applications, you already have what your responses is, because I'm thinking I've only applied to 2 grants that the questions that they're asking are likely very similar. So just keep the information that you're inputting into your grants in your loan information in your explanation and description on to what your business is, what motivates you, what you're going to use the money for, that you already have that information handy. So that is the application. They do have a $15 application fee for their grant, and that $15 helps them to keep this grant running and functional, and it helps to contribute to them being able to offer this program. So I feel as though the I'm finna get ready to say $15,000. The $15 for the application is worth it. It is a good investment for you to take that $15. So, because I'm sure you can think of other things that you have done with that $15 that you could have used to pay for a grant application. So think about that. $15 isn't a lot. Go ahead, take your $15, submit your application so that you will have the opportunity to win one of these $10,000 grants, or become a finalist and have the opportunity to win $1,000, or have the opportunity to win one of the year-end $25,000 grants, have the opportunity to win a marketing grant, the startup grant, the nonprofit grant, the Amber grant. So Did you get all that? Did you catch all that? So that is it for the application. I'm going to touch on a couple of the frequently asked questions. Again, this live video was all about the Amber Grant for women-owned businesses, for my Black women-owned businesses. Again, this is my community. I am a huge supporter and advocate for Black women-owned businesses, and that is what my company is all about, is helping Black women-owned businesses to be elevated, to be empowered, to excel, so that you can be the best you, the best business owner, so you can support your community, give back to your community, hire employees, because I don't want you to be creating this fabulous business and you're doing everything yourself. I want us to hire people, because that is definitely my goal, is to hire employees so that we can achieve greatness together. You cannot be successful alone. So that is me. I have the Get Around Town directory. My Instagram handle is at Get Around Town. And check out my website. Check out, just go to the website and check it out. Be sure to go visit the About Me page, because I would love for you guys to get to know more about me, the person behind Get Around Town directory, which is for Black women-owned businesses, so that they can showcase their talents, their expertise, expand their reach, increase their visibility. All the above is, I am here for you to be of service to your community, to our community. We're in this together. I am standing behind my Black women-owned businesses. So for the frequently asked questions, I'm going to pick just a couple of them. The first one I went over is the eligibility requirements, and I did that at the beginning. But to be eligible, businesses should be at least 50% women-owned for consideration. The business must be based in either the U.S. or Canada, and the applicant must be a minimum of 18 years old. So that is eligibility requirements. And the other question I was going to touch on with you guys is you do have the option to reapply. You can reapply, but you should only consider doing this when something significant has changed. Their system will not allow a second application with the same email within 3 months. Beyond that, you can reapply through the same application page. So submitting that one application. Let's see what else. We went over, you do not have to have a website to apply, but I do strongly suggest at some point that you do get a website or landing page for your business. Let's see. There's a $15 application fee that contributes to them to continue to run this amazing grant program. And let's see. Let's see. I believe I went over this, but I'm going to touch on this again. Is the question is, what other grants do you award and how do I apply? WomensNet funds several women's business grants throughout the year. To be considered for all of these grants, which are all of the grants that I went over, you only need to apply one time for the Amber Grant. And again, that website is ambergrantsforwomen.com. You'll be considered for all of the grants for which you're eligible. You can see the list of all the grants here, and it connects you to the link. And let's see, one more. What is the application deadline each month? Our monthly deadline for submissions is 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time on the last day of each month. Applications submitted after that will be eligible for the following month's grant. So when I was going over the business category grants, I was stressing to be sure that you apply for the business category that best suits your business. So this, what I just read is great, because if you miss the month that you were eligible for, then you're going to have to wait for another category to come up that your business will likely be eligible for, because your business could very well possibly be eligible for more than one category. But again, it has to be aligned with that business category for that month. Okay, so I am done going over and discussing the amazing grant information with you guys. If you have any questions, please drop your questions in the comment. I hope the video answered any of your questions that you may have. But again, please do your due diligence, and to also visit the ambergrantsforwomen.com. Review the website yourself. Check out all of the amazing grants that they have to offer. Be sure, my Black women business owners, to please go and submit your one application so that you are eligible for all of the amazing grants that Amber Grants has to offer, which again is offered to you by WomensNet. So again, the website is ambergrantsforwomen.com, and my website for you to go and visit and to check out the About Me page so that you can learn more about me is getaroundtown.org. Again, the website is getaroundtown.org. And I am also booking appointments with Black women-owned businesses. And this is a no sales call whatsoever. I genuinely want to get to know all about you, all about your amazing business. I want us to build a connection, to be able to collaborate, network, because if there are any resources or anyone that could utilize or benefit from your company, from your products, from your services, I want to be sure that I can refer clients to you, that I can be of a resource to you as well. And I just want us to be able to build a relationship. That's what I want our community to be about, to build relationships, collaborate, network, showcase your business, advertise your business, and just work with other Black women-owned businesses and other businesses that are not Black-owned. But I definitely want Black women-owned businesses to be successful. I want to tell the world about your businesses. I just want to advocate and do as much as I can to support our community. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to follow me. And I hope to have, oh, I forgot that I will drop my scheduler link. Actually, it's in my bio. So I don't want you to have to come out to go to, anything separate. But the link to my scheduler is in my bio. So again, I am scheduling bookings, appointments with Black women-owned businesses for us to get together, to have a virtual coffee, have fun, some girl chat, again, for me to learn all about you and all about your amazing business. So until next time, I will see you soon. See ya.